and I'm super excited. I'm here with Action Martial Arts Magazine TV, and I have my co-host from Me, My Story's Not Over, Water, Lisa Powers, and I got Jesse in the house, who is one of my favorite publishers in the whole world, and we got a lot to actually dive into to talk about because we got a big secret we're going to tell you at the end. But for now, Jesse, welcome back to the new show with me and Lisa. And I'm super excited of all the good things. So why don't you get us caught up on all the good things that are coming up leading up to Alan Goldberg's event?
Oh, wow. There's been so much happening this year. Incredible, blessed, highly favored. Had a chance to meet people all over the world, expand our publishing, our magazines. Congratulations to you.
Yes, wait. Are we congratulating KJ right now? Hold
on.
Right, we are. Check this out. Woo! Wait, it didn't come. Woo!
I was super excited. I'll be honest, I'm super excited because I turned down a lot of awards because Alan Goldberg's kind of taught me that when you're, the publisher and behind and you're in a great position of power, that sometimes you don't want to always highlight yourself. So it was kind of really nice that Jesse reached out to me and so this is real and I'm really excited. So
fantastic. So just so we can share with everyone listening and watching, KJ was awarded Social Media Person of the Year. And it is so well deserved. Well deserved, so well earned. This woman works so hard and does so much, unbeknownst to everyone around her. Just the effort and the time. And oh, look at that! I love that.
Right?
Beautiful.
And all Jesse's stuff, go to Amazon. He's killing it. I mean, even his own books are like, it's that is so.
It.
Oh my God! Look at that. Right. I mean, I'm so blessed. And, it was weird, but on one of my congratulations, a friend from mine from back in the day when me and Lisa, I used to do cross country, and I was so good that a girlfriend of mine asked me, she comes up to me and she asked me, she's like, my family's coming, my brother's in the military, can you just let me win? And here I am, a little 7th grade and I was like, you know what? Yeah, baby. So we ran side by side, and then right at the end, I sandbagged it and I slowed down and let her win. And I totally forgot that memory. But even back then, I realized it wasn't always about being the best. Sometimes it's about being a leader and letting other people shine. So that I'll stick to that story.
And give a little shout out to Becca on that one. Are we allowed to give a little shout out to Becca?
No, Becca. She's married now, but whatever. Well, Becca, thank you for that great memory you shared, and I don't regret it, and I'm super excited because, like I said, you were always my friend, and sometimes friendship means more than winning. So, but does that mean also shows sandbagging at an official school event?
No. What you admitted to was being a team player through and through, starting at a young age, because sometimes it's not about the end result of that game, because people don't remember the score, they don't remember the time, but they remember the action from their colleagues or their teammates and what that impact had on them. And that is amazing. That is so amazing. So, and it is a portion of why you deserve this award. There's so much more that you do that you're so humble about, that you don't share stories, how you fight for people, how you just step up and are there if somebody needs you. You're just, I'm honored to call you my friend, but I'm so excited that you have won this award. It is tremendous, and I can't wait to celebrate with you.
And we're going to present it to you at the Action at Seafood's event. So we're going to make that a real big deal. Yeah. So we want to make sure that, and that's what the focus of the Martial Arts Extraordinaire magazine. It's not.
I'm with you, KJ.
I'm crying. I mean, I just thought I was going to get up. I mean, I'm not used to all this attention, to be honest. I used to giving it to everybody else, so it's a little humbling to me.
Well, if you're going to be an influencer, then you got to step out, and so If you're going to sit back in the limelight and not step out, you can't be an influencer. And an influencer is that person that steps forward and is able to motivate people to get things done, to move people to another level. And that's what you're doing. That's what we're doing at Elite, is that, we're creating brand new situations that haven't been there in this industry. So the magazine, I don't call it a famous magazine. I call it a marketing magazine, where we know that we are able to help people grow to their next level if that's what they want to be able to do. So, we've been, again, the magazine has now about 20 different categories, has made, bestseller here in the U.S., hot new release. So it's a great magazine. It's got a lot of great things.
Jesse, I'd throw it for you. I don't have more confetti, so this is me pretending to throw confetti.
Woo! And Jesse, you have books that are the bestseller too, right? I mean, you are highly accomplished too, and that is one hard thing I've learned being an influencer, I guess per se, is that you do have to put yourself out there, and it's scary to put yourself out there. But I do the best I can, try to live. God bless the Lord with me, and try to live with certain morals, and in the media world, it's hard. But I do agree with you. Like Alan Goldberg and I try to get him to get out there a little more, and he's so humble. You know what I mean? And he's taught me to be humble. But I do agree with you a little bit. We do live in a different times with social media, and in order to be successful, someone needs to be out there. And why not be me, the quirky clown? Right. The clown. Here I am. So
yeah, but I think that the thing, KJ, about you, and I think, Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, what everyone truly sees is when you are an influencer, people look up to you, people respect you, and you share your stories. And with you, with some influencers, it might just be a personality that they're portraying. It may not be who they genuinely 100% are. I'm sure it's a portion of who they are. But you are genuinely who you are. So
me since seventh grade.
What you see is what you get. So KJ, when she says I'm crazy cool, When she says things that you kind of go, did you really just say that? Yes, she did. But you know why? Because she's genuinely real. She's who she is. She is.
Yeah, sometimes I forget my filter. Jesse taught me. I used to say that. When I called up Jesse, I'd be like, this, and he's like, stop, you're traumatizing me, don't say that. And I'm like, what do you mean? And remember Jesse when I was a young monkey in my mouth? So, right. But Jesse's taught me, it does matter, and you can't let your guard down. And the way you speak is how people on the other end, perceive you. And that was actually a good lesson, because I used to think it was no big deal to say F this or this, that, but in business it really is. And so I thought that was kind of cute. I was traumatizing Jesse there when I first met him all those years ago. So. Well,
as an influencer, you have to be a communicator.
Yes.
And if you are not a good communicator, you cannot be an influencer. And so you can be always a negative influencer, but what do we want to build? And if you're and everything that I know that I do, I do it to be the very best I can be. Because when someone sees the best, with Seafood Goldberg, we're excited. We're publishing book number 7. So that's 7 books. Wow. That, with, Seafood Goldberg, he's a tough cookie. Either you're right or you're wrong. And there's not a lot of gray in between. But, for him to entrust us, and this has been our launch pad, for the past 7 years to create his biography books. I personally have written my personal books. I've written just reaching number 54. So, writing and publishing and learning the marketplace. And, for the past 3 years, every book we release has made the international bestseller list. So again, if you're going to be good at something, why not be the best at it? I don't know how to play games. It's either, most people don't like to play with me because I always play to win. And if I can be the best, then that's really a waste of my time. I really need to go to do something else. And that's what we want to think about in our association, and helping, whether it's martial arts, soccer people, or whomever, to be able to be recognized, to be able to grow, and for their organizations to be the best, and to be publicized in a magazine. You're on the front cover, so now when you now walk in and give someone a magazine and you're featured in it, or this is what I'm trying to teach in the martial arts community, is that you go in and your students want to brag about you, how great you are as a teacher. Mm-hmm. But if you hide yourself, then they don't have anything to brag about. But now you're featured in the Who's Who book, you're featured in the magazine, they tell their friends. So now you get your business to grow. And it's not always what you know. Sometimes it's the perception of what you know. But just that can help you to be able to move forward. And that's like in the media, we have the Roku TV, we have the magazines, we have the podcast. So we got a lot of things to, again, help people to become an influencer, understand what it is, and to be able to grow their business.
I have to say, you're spot on. And one of the things kind of coming new into this with KJ, she learned about the Me MSNO, and it's like, for years, she's known mental health has been a huge passion of mine. She's like, she basically grabbed my hand and dragged me. She's like, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. So when we had done our first podcast, as you're saying, you're using the magazine as a platform, as a marketing tool. When we saw the podcast get the views that we got, which was, I think, almost 40,000. And then on Roku, it was almost like another 150,000. It's like, wow. And of course, I'm like, oh, is that good? But that's your work. That's what you two have done. That's what you have built. That is, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing, the platform that you have provided to help other people, to help influencers like KJ, like yourself, to help, it's incredible to me. I think it's absolutely wonderful and magnificent, because you're literally showing anybody and everybody you can do it.
Yeah, and what you want to think about is that anybody and everybody, so that person that doesn't believe they have anything of value, we all have something of value. When we stop and we think about it, I have something somebody else wants, or they would like to be able to know. So that's what we've been able to do in this with this program. You want to become an influencer, you want to host your own podcast. We have training programs for speakers, for authors that they can, self-pace, these online courses. So this is the 21st century. Why not be the best you can be? All knowledge is right there in your hands. All you have to do is pick it up, use it, and again, hey, find your own purpose.
Yes. Say that one more time, please, because I think that is so important, what you just said, that statement.
Find your own purpose.
Mm-hmm. And whether it's in being an influencer, whether it's in martial arts, whether it's in sports, whether it's in mental health, find it. You can do it. And I love that you are providing a platform for people to do that with. Oh, Jim's coming on. Fantastic. Well, Jesse, please meet Jim Antonakis. Jim is a partner of mine on the Me Mental Emotional Equilibrium MSNO, My Story's Not Over. He is owner of Global Pro Soccer Exposure, which has enabled and partnered with Me MSNO. QR code here too if you want to see some more. But he has partnered with us, and we actually are getting the Me logos, getting the water out, putting the Me logo on kits for next year, for next season, for his soccer clubs. He had shared some amazing news right before we gotten on here that we'll be able to share later on down the road, but just helping spread the word throughout sports, variety of sports on the soccer sector, throughout not just the United States, but throughout the world. And, raising awareness to that mental health is no longer a taboo. We're normalizing the discussion of it. everyone is affected by it. 100% of people are. And it doesn't matter where you live, you're still unfortunately affected. So let's have conversations. Come talk to me. That's our motto. We're open. There's a little on the QR code on the website, www.me-msno. You can also, there's a link on there where you can just come talk to us. But without further ado, I'd like for you to meet Jim. Had to do that little plug for me, MSNO, always do. And stress, once again, stress, FYI, we're not doctors, we're not therapists, we're not psychologists.
I need therapy.
We are all just people who care. All people who care.
And I need therapy, so I'm definitely not the one to talk. Hey, Jim, I can't wait to see you. Could you believe the event is right around the corner?
Less than a month. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you, Jesse.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
So we might as well talk about it right now. I want to announce that we are doing a soccer/football, because it's international, it's football. Maybe we'll even get into the dive, like a couple articles on what's the difference with soccer. I mean, this is huge, but we're, so how excited are you to be co-partners with the owner of we're going to make it the biggest magazine for soccer in the world. You watch.
Well, I think the timing is perfect. Right before the World Cup, I think it's a huge market, huge audience, and I think there's so many audiences that want to be educated and know more about the sport, as it is a major world sport. So yeah, I'm excited. I heard the ideas back and forth, all pretty quickly. So very excited about it.
Yeah, I don't miss opportunities. So, because this to me is an opportunity for the athletes, and that's one thing I'll say about Jesse is it's all about highlighting the athletes. If you know what I mean. And if in order to market yourself, you have to invest in yourself. And this is something Jesse's really good at explaining, but it's the truth, because I don't think people realize the amount of work that goes into promoting other people. And sometimes you have to invest in yourself in order to get to the status where, well, Jesse, take it away. You can explain it all.
Well, it is really great because this is what we're already doing. We're having the University World Games coming to North Carolina. That's going to be in 2029. And I am the manager for the Taekwondo event. I may be backing away a little bit because I want to focus on the media event. But, our martial arts magazine, since we're featuring Taekwondo, every month we have a section in there to talk about the games, to promote the athletes. For North Carolina, it will be the largest event. And this event is really focusing on universities from all over the world in soccer and Taekwondo, archery. Every sport that's an Olympic sport will have a chance to be represented, but it will be on the university level. And I used to be coach for the Taekwondo team at Duke University. So, this is a really big deal.
Ooh, I mean, come on. How many could say you were a professor at Duke University? I mean, really.
Hey.
All right.
Should we be calling you prof?
And a 300 bowler. Jim, this guy's bowled like three. He's got the rings and stuff. He's like a PBA, whatever the bowling thing is, like genius. Okay, enough of I had to plug it. I'm a bowling person. But mental health, it doesn't matter what sport you're in, bowling, soccer, football, and martial arts. Me Water touches everybody. And that's what's so great about bringing all of us together on a common ground over, this whole Lisa's idea and everything that Jim and I are now, Jesse, will be doing.
It's amazing.
But, of course, with the publishing and magazine, the media, the Roku TV channels, all of these things, we really can do things now that were taking us thousands of dollars to do, years later. And forming partnerships is really the best way to go. And that's why we look at the magazine, we work at the publishing. And again, we're just meeting, but this is a lot, Lisa, that I do is about mental performance training. That's what I do. I'm a sports hypnosis coach. So everything that we do, we just got a new book coming out just on journaling. And the whole principle behind is how to get stuff out of your head, on the paper and to be able to let it go. So I think for a lot of the things that we're doing, from the sports end, the media end, the psychology end of, learning ourselves better. So, I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Thank you. It's a passion, and everyone has a story. But I think you're right. We have, partnering with KJ, partnering with Jim. It's, everyone, as I mentioned before, everyone is affected by mental health. It doesn't matter where you live. You're affected by it, either personally, somebody you know. There's a story. We have focused on athletes because athletes are like KJ, who is an influencer and social media person of the year. People look up to them. And sometimes people who look up to them, kids, the youth, even other adults who look up to them, they think, oh, they don't have a problem. They have all the money in the world. They've got all the fame. They have everything that they need. What could be wrong with them? And you don't see how isolated they are. There is a story of a very, very, very famous professional soccer player. The world knows him. And he was gracious enough to share his story that it seems all good and fine. And I'm there and I'm playing on the pitch and I get out there and everybody's cheering and chanting my name and it's wonderful and I love it. I love the notoriety. I love that. But at the end of the day, when the game's over, we win. I don't go out and celebrate. I go home to an empty house. And he said, and it's very lonely. And he said, and I can't go out and I don't have a lot of friends because I don't know if they want to be friends with me because they like me for me or if they like me because of of what I do. And so when we can hit the athletes who have people who look up to them, they can share their stories of, yeah, it looks great, but that may not be the reality. It's just a pretty picture right here. But what have I done and gone through to get to this level? And how have I overcome that? And that's the prize.
That was well said. That's so true.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'll put the Martial Arts Extravaganza magazine. I got that right. I worked all night to say Extravaganza. Just me. But anyway, I will put the link in up or down or whatever, where you can go order the magazine and support us. So that's for the magazine that's coming out for me. You got to support me. And Jesse, why don't you get into basically being at the event? What's going on at the event? What are you going to be doing at the event? Because Jim's going to be there. Lisa's not going to be there. So we're all going to be having a good time. Jim's bringing shirts. Correct, Jim? Aren't we bringing shirts?
We're bringing jerseys. Yeah, we're going to bring some jersey samples. Correct.
Yes, with the Me Water and all kinds of good stuff. So, Jesse, where can people find you at your table, and what could they get out of your table when they come and visit you besides a great picture and an autograph from you?
Well, we have two things that's going to be happening. Again, we have Sifu Goldberg's book, the 25th anniversary biography book, which with the inductees are featured in it. We also have a book we partnered with Cynthia Rothrock. So that's going to be releasing that same weekend. And then we're going to be people that want to start their publish their books in 2026. We're going to be looking at those people to be able to get their books going on. But we're really excited with Cynthia Rothrock. We have this is the fourth book, and it's called Elite Martial Artists from White Belt to Wisdom. So it's sort of it's not a technique book. It's more of a philosophy books where, we got about 40 martial artists that are sharing the secrets to life, the secrets to leadership, and the secrets to business. So, it's something for everyone. You don't have to be a martial artist to read it to be able to get something out of it. So, I'll be busy.
Yeah. Well, we'll be busy too. We're going to be doing interviews for Me Water and Action Martial Arts Magazine, TV, and all the stuff I do for Alan. It's going to be a busy weekend, but it's actually going to be one of the bigger events. So I'm excited. It's turning out to be huger than I thought. So the 25th is going to be one heck of a party, that's for sure. So, and I mean, other crazy friend, crazy cool friend Lisa. Don't let her, we're going to be having fun. Jim's going to be there, and we're going to make him have fun. But before we sign off, everyone chime in if you want to say anything. Jesse, you could wrap it up. And so, Jim, you got anything to say?
I'm going to throw out this since Jesse was bringing up books. We just had a book published just recently by Roger Pivarelli from Germany, actually, which is called 11 Beautiful Goals, who visited our island in Greece. And it's got 11 unique stories about special things that in football. And I think the second story is going to have my group and myself included in there. So 11 Beautiful Goals. Hopefully I'll have that at the event as well for us. So it's something pretty exciting and about a program we ran in Europe, in Greece, particularly. And I think it's really, really good reading.
Wow. All right. That's great. That's great.
I can't wait. This partnership we're all doing, I'm telling you, because we're kind of, Jesse's the marketing goat. And I mean, we're just going to be so successful. And the good thing is we're going to be bringing a product to people that need it, and deserve all those highlights and accolades, an avenue for them to be able to say, look at me. And it's okay to be, look at me once in a while. Like you said, we live in a society where, it's part of society. Get used to it. Look at me. So I'm the media influencer of the year. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. But it's a lot to be proud of, and it's a lot to relish in this moment. Seriously, take the time and relish in it. You've earned it, and you don't always have to give. Appreciate it. Be selfish for once and say, "Me, MEE, did this." Like you did it. And
I know I'm so humble. It's weird, but I like when I see I'm doing this for other people, and it's weird when it's doing it for me. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? So I maybe that's my superpower is I love when I see other people acting like me. And it's just weird that I'm the girl. I'm acting like I get it. So I think this is why I love doing it, because the way I feel right now is I love making, that's what God wants. He blesses us. He's blessed me with an avenue to make people feel good. And, I thank the Lord because I'm here because of him. We're all God's children, regardless what you believe, but I'm just going to stick with that so we don't get too, but anyway, Lisa, take it away.
And I'm super excited for the new magazine to come out with Jim and Jesse, the experts. I mean, the two of you collaborating. It's just it's amazing, and the fact that we can share stories more and more, and it starts with one person, and then it rolls from there. So thank you both. Grateful for you both. Super excited, Jesse, to meet you in person in 3 weeks now? 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Yep, it's coming quickly.
Right, the trains, planes, and auto. Lisa just found out how difficult it is to get to Atlantic City, New Jersey.
We'll be there. No worries. We'll be. But so tell me, just remind me one more time, please. Just put it out there. Would they add things into the magazine? You need them within the next 2 weeks.
For the martial arts people, right?
Right, for the martial arts.
When's the deadlines for the martial arts people for you?
Well, for the book, they've got until January the 5th to be in Sifu's book. Same thing with Cynthia Rothroth's book. The things that we're looking at doing to be able to do it. I'm excited about it, and this is what like I said, I'm not a martial arts publisher. We've got business magazines coming out, sports magazines coming out. We're just in this, great place, this great time, and with a lot of experience of making success. And so, so Jim, I'm looking forward to for us building something. This is a brand new year, a brand new opportunity, and that's what I'm really looking forward to being able to do. But yeah, let's take and sit down and create that. But for the martial arts 25th anniversary book, you don't want to not be in this book, because if you've been to the largest event in the world and you've been recognized there, then you want your name to be in this history book. It's going to be registered with the Library of Congress. This is a quick start in your business just by being recognized it actually elevates you to a whole nother level.
Right. And on that note, let's do one last plug for me, Water. My story's not over. Oh, wait. Jesse, where could Cynthia Rothrock and Alan's people that want to get on email you to get be able to talk to you to make sure they get the deadline? Why don't you shout that out real fast?
Okay, there's a couple things they can do. They can email me at info@elitepublications.org. They can also go to the Action Martial Arts historybook.com, Action Martial Arts historybook.com, and register there. Message me in Facebook, so 919-618-8075. Give me a text or call.
Woo-hoo. He just passed his number out, everybody. Just put it out there.
One last time, let's all say goodbye to Jesse, goodbye to Jim, goodbye to Lisa, MSO. My story's not over. Get over their QR code.
Yes.
And Jesse, we'll be seeing you in a couple weeks.
www.mee-msno. www.mee-msno.
Yes. And
Thank you, everybody.
And soccer players, we will be getting a hold of you, and we'll be right in your face with how to get on board for our projects that we're doing with Jim to promote and elevate all you to more successful in the world of soccer football. But anyway, Jim, you want to say anything before we sign off one last time?
I'm looking forward to it, and great to see everyone. And Jesse, hopefully we'll meet in person as well, and a lot of great things to come. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Dance our way out.
Woo! Let's do the dance. See you all at Action Martial Arts Magazine.
There you go. There you go.
Come on, Jim. You got to do some dance. Oh yeah. All right.
Welcome to the Action Martial Arts Magazine Hall of Honor's Mega Weekend 25th anniversary, celebrating legends, rising stars, and the spirit of martial arts worldwide.
Right here in Atlantic City, New Jersey.